Here we'll be teaching you how to use Semantic UI React to create websites with Semantic UI's pre-made styling, components, etc. that can help you make really beautiful websites that just look great without having to put too much work or thought into styling or the front end, how it looks. I'm going to show you how to use Semantic UI in a project by making a brand new React app. I'm going to open up my terminal, go into my desktop, and I'll create a brand new React app just to demonstrate how to use Semantic UI React in your own projects. So we'll do create React app, and I'll just call this Semantic Demo. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video while this is loading, and I'll come back to you as soon as it's done. A React app created, initialized. I'm going to enter into that project folder. So Semantic Demo. And I'm going to take you to the Semantic UI React web page just so you can see. This has all their documentation on the components you can use, and the part we're going to be going to now is this getting started guide. So the way they recommend doing it is by installing it or adding it to your project through Yarn. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm already in my project folder, so I can just put that right in there. And Yarn will add Semantic UI React to my project. And again, I'm going to pause it while it's loading and come back to you when it's done. I've added Semantic UI React, the package, to my project. The next step we need to do is add the style sheet so that all those pre-made styles can be used in our project. So what I'm going to do is come to here and copy this link, copy the code to link it into your project. I'm going to go into our project and open index HTML with Visual Studio Code. And so yeah, it's really simple, just in the head. All you have to do is paste that in and save it. And now our project will have those Semantic UI React. That we have that style sheet in there. What I'm going to do is come into here and actually start running this React project. And then this way I can give you a better idea of exactly how to add these custom React components made by Semantic UI into your React projects. So I'm gonna open up a new window just so I can open up the code in Visual Studio Code and start adding components there. Okay, so first thing I want to do is basically just clear out this app.js. I just want it to return an empty div for now. And I'm no longer using the logo. We'll save that. So now to import a component from Semantic UI, I'm going to just start with the button component. And how you know what the components are is, again, come back to their documentation. You can see all these different elements, so like button, for example. And right here you can easily search, so button, yeah, takes me right back to the same page. And you can see this try it page. It tells you exactly what to do. So you put this import statement. I'm actually just gonna copy it straight over. And they create a function that returns the button, but we're just going to throw it straight into the render method of our app.js. Okay, so we've imported the button, and now we're using the button down here. And if we come back to our React app, now we have this button, and it has the custom Semantic UI React styles. We didn't have to do any of this styling. It looks like a great button. Video how to do a simple component like this button. I'm going to show you how to do something a little bit more complex and add a pre-made form into your project with all the custom styling from Semantic UI. And this form will allow you to capture values and use them however you want. You could display them on the page, write them to your database, or whatever. So we're going to come back to the Semantic UI React website. I'm going to search for form. And the one I'm looking for is under usage, capture values. And again, this is the one that allows you to capture the values from the form and use them. So I'm going to copy this whole React portion. It will start giving you the rendered HTML down here, but I just want the top React portion. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to come back to Visual Studio Code. Here, I'm just going to create a new component. So I'm going to call this form example captured values.js. And that React code that I copied, I'm just going to paste straight into there. And now we need to render that on our app. So now I'm going to import the form from my other page. So import form example captured values from, and this is in the same folder, so just / form example captured values. And now I'm actually just going to remove the button altogether. And what I need to do is form example captured values. Just close that off. Okay, so now if I save this, oops, extra indent there. I save this and come back to the web page, and now we have this form. So what this does is you can type your name in. As you're typing, it changes this on change portion, and then once you submit it, whatever is in the form will be added to this object. And if we come back to the code, you can see in here that those are being passed into state values. So name is the temporary one that is changing constantly as you're changing the values in the form for the name field. Email is the same exact thing as name. And then these submitted ones are after they hit the submit button. The value of those state variables will be changed to whatever was in those at the time that the submit button was pressed. This was a very simple example / tutorial on how to use Semantic UI React in a React project that you make. And again, I'll just refer you back to this documentation that they have that shows you all of the components that you can use. You can play around with them. It is pretty interesting, all the things you can do with it. All of these different types of components, like the different buttons, many other things like menu. There's so many different things. You can see how many there are on the left side. And so yeah, if you would like to use Semantic UI React in your project, then I hope this helps you out. And because Semantic UI React is really powerful, it helps you create front ends for websites really simply. It takes a lot of the thought out of it. And it also makes your website have a unified feel. It follows a certain theme that's constant throughout the whole project. And so that's what makes it so powerful. Thank you so much for watching this video, and again, I hope it helped out, and yeah, I'll catch you guys